kicks out some racket, that tea chest of yours.
It's a bit noisy, and I'm only tapping it lightly. I can.
Tea chest, I bet that was what they originally used them for. You see it, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's undies in there.
Fair of mine, yeah.
I'm intrigued. Is it somebody who likes to think he can play the drums?
Do you want to have a go?
No. What's so special about it?
So you've got
a guided tour of a
piece of
cajon.
wood on the front. I don't know why I'm showing it to the microphone. As if
Show it to the microphone, everybody
can
can see.
But it's got this kind of thin piece of wood fastened on the front. And if you hit in the middle, you get a nice deep note like this. And if you knock it at the top, you get a nice high sort of tap. So, and all it is a hole in the back, through which you can probably see there's some wires against the back of the wooden panel, which
snares off a snare
rattle.
drum. Yeah.
And they used them. I think they're from sort of South America. Yeah, from Mexican originally, because they couldn't afford drums in Mexico.
Ooh, steady.
But no, they're from like South America originally, and then they've sort of moved their way over in sort of flamenco bands and buskers, and then I got one a few years ago, and after that everyone's been having them. And I started it.
You brought it to Halifax, Dino. You brought it, Dino.
Yeah, I'm a trendsetter in that.
Trendsetter.
Percussion ambassador on this Sepultura album that I played earlier. I played a song called Rata Mahata.
Oh yes.
Hence the rat thing. And their drummer at the time, he played something like that. And being a thrash metalist at the time, I thought, no.
Yeah.
He's got to have massive drum kit, cymbals everywhere, double bass.
There's some drummers who think that the more drums you have, the better a drummer you are.
That is old school metal. That is old school metal.
I mean, we've had some of the best sounds in the smallest pubs playing that instrument, haven't we?
Right,
you know.
And people...
Not when Dino's been playing it like that.
Somebody else has had a turn at half time.
Occasionally you get the proper musician in.
Little drunken pig from corner bar.
What's that? I can do that.
But people look over and they go like, where's that noise coming from? Or like, what do you think I'm doing sitting in the corner? I'm not dancing
You
with
can mic back as well, can't you?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Probably stick that through here.
Well, I suppose travelling round as well, you don't want a Nico McBrain sized drum kit.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the only downside is, like we did a gig a few weeks ago at the Peacock on Burnley Road. About halfway through our first set, I did punch a hole in the front of it.
You did, yeah.
And had to sort of relearn how to play it without hitting that part of the drum.
You're such a violent drummer, you see.
Yeah, carried away.
I do, yeah, I've got this inner rage.
Musical exuberance. That's why he plays the drums and you two don't.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got anger management issues. You two are musicians and Dean's a drummer.
Exactly.
We use that term loosely, don't we? Musicians.
Oh no, we
buskers.
The people that usually tune in via Facebook are telling me all sorts of stuff.
Oh
dear. Craig, former presenter of this show, proud Lancastrian, went to Spudstock and he probably saw you there.
Very good, yeah.
It's cracking tunage for a soggy M6, which is where Craig is.
Right, isn't it?
Very good, yeah.
Other people have said we're having fun. Angela likes it. Stephen likes it. Apparently Angela has a cajon as well.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah. Doctors about that.
Yeah, she uses it for storing shoes, probably. So we've done gigs. When's your next one?
Well, this is the thing.
We've got a few lined up. We just need to confirm, don't we?
Yeah.
We do,
So
yeah.
the best way to find out is if you go to www.facebook.com/The Muskrats Band. I really hope that is the correct web address. I haven't looked it up.
Oh, while you're on there, go to the Friends of the Cultural Mix
Friends of the Cultural
page
Mix.
and join.
Yeah.
And we can maybe pass on any requests.
Yeah.
The old Brandy Wine in Luddenham Foot is probably going to be our next destination.
Yeah.
We're just waiting to confirm dates. It's hard to get Digger tied down to a date. Because he plays in 18 different bands.
18. At least.
Yeah.
Digger's a session musician.
He is, yeah. He's a session drunk.
No, it's quite hard, isn't it, juggling a few bands?
It is, and everybody's got family lives, haven't they, and children and
families, work.
Yeah.
Don't get
We
in
have
the way
done
of
a
having a
lot
good
this year,
time.
haven't we?
We've done a lot of gigs, probably more gigs than we've done.
Ever, yeah.
Yeah, ever.
I think over the summer we were playing nearly every week.
No, every week. And if Digger couldn't play, me and you play, don't we?
that's
We
right,
we never go without, do we?
Yeah, we We have a sort of stripped down version of the Muskrats.
We do, yeah.
That's when a little stripper comes on.
Yeah.
You just take a few letters out, you become Muskrat or something.
Muskrats.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just get to confirm some more gigs and then we'll get them up on our prompt.
Yeah, apparently there's a Facebook page.
Is there a Facebook group? Who said that?
Yeah.
Just
I think
Google
there is.
Muskrat, it takes you to Wikipedia and tells you all about where these
It
guys
does,
live.
yeah. You're not working hard enough.
Apparently you live on a riverbank as well.
Thought you were the brains of the outfit.
Editing the Wikipedia page to say, so the first thing you come to, it says Muskrats, a band in Halifax.
Yeah, exactly, that's what you need.
Also a Canadian mammal.
Yeah.
Usually says something like disambiguation
Yeah,
or something, doesn't it? Yeah. There's something else called a muskrat, but it's not an animal that lives
Exactly.
in the bank.
What we playing, chaps?
Another one.
Will you do another song for you?
Yeah, of course you can. Fire away, that's what you're here for.
Do you want to play that one?
Good dog, wouldn't we?
Might as well, haven't we?
Why not?
You're only here once. There's a funny story to this one, isn't there, Dino?
There is I don't know about funny, but it's an interesting story.
An interesting story.
Is
Yeah,
there?
go on, tell the
Come
tale.
on, Dean.
Well, it was before this year's. Well, there is a band, or there was a band called the Coral,
Yay.
which many of you may have heard of, and we were massive fans of them, weren't we?
We were.
Especially that first album that they did. Big fan. I went to see him live at Leeds Met, and
I did a few times, yeah,
yeah,
Carl,
Dave saw
yeah.
a few times. Anyway, we did Martin's Happy Days, which we mentioned earlier. We did that earlier this summer, and at one point Digger came over and said, "Come over here, I just need to introduce you to someone." And it turned out to be Lee, who was the lead guitarist in the Coral.
The songwriter and everything, wasn't he? Yeah, so yeah,
So
great fella.
We invited him to.
Who now lives in our valley.
We happened to do one of his songs.
Yeah.
And the most amazing thing about that was he had already heard of us. And he knew where we were playing that weekend.
He did, yeah. We were at Old Town Cricket Club, which is where he lives, his little village, Old Town.
Yeah. So we were, for that moment, as famous as him.
We were, yeah.
Because he'd heard of us, and we'd heard of him.
Anyway, let's play it, eh?
Yeah.
Why not?
So for my heart when it skips a beat, can't feel no pavement right under my feet. Up in my lonely room, where I'm dreaming of you. Oh, what can I do? I still need you. I don't want you now. When I'm down on my hands are tied, I cannot reach your pen. Need to draw the line. From this pain I just can't describe. It's gonna hurt, but I have to say goodbye. Up in my lonely room, when I'm dreaming of you. Oh, what can I do? I still need you. I don't want you now. Up in my lonely room, when I'm dreaming of you. Oh, what can I do? I still need you. I don't want you now.
Play, chaps.
play.
Excellent.
Singing Eddie, though.
No, I think it's
When
this
did
guy,
that happen?
guy in my box. Guy lives in my box.
There's a little singer lives in the box. Right, we've had some contact. We've had a live message from John Stephen. Wants to know what the Muskrat's favourite type of cheese is.
Mine's definitely ghost cheese.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm not a cheese hater.
Yeah.
I don't pick favourites in case they get jealous.
Yeah, ghost cheese for me, without a doubt.
Digger likes goat's cheese. It's official.
I just don't give a damn.
Oh, it's alright, it's only on till 8, don't worry. What's yours, James?
Oh no, I don't eat cheese.
You don't eat cheese?
No, no. Do you know I can eat hot cheese on a pizza, but I
What
can't
cheese
eat.
strings?
No. I can't eat
Is
cold
that real cheese?
No cold cheese.
Well, I've learned something now. I never knew that about
I didn't know that.
Didn't you? You see an interesting fact in that old Kilpie boy there.
I'm not sure we could
I didn't
continue.
work cheese either.
I see the cultural mix pushing the envelope every time.
Yeah.
Every time. We have a message from Paul Howarth,
Oh, hey, Mr. Howarth, an ex-member of the band.
ex-member of the band. Send me that list of songs so your old lead guitar player can get back into the saddle.
Hey, nice one. We were just on about him, yeah. Anytime, Paul, top man. Good to hear from him, yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got one more from Stuart Stevenson, Bongo Stew.
Ginger Madness.
Say
Ginger
hello to the
man.
Muskrats. I sometimes play bongos with the lads. Broke my nose live on stage.
That was at Happy Days this year. The very last song we played, he threw his bongos into the air and they landed on his face.
Yeah, I remember you telling me this one.
There's a
Yeah.
bit of a story. There's another story. It goes further.
Oh, no.
There's one of the lads were going home from Happy Days. Brad's, I think it was. They saw this pair of bongos in the middle of the road down Keithley Road. So he pulled his taxi up. Stu don't know this, I don't think.
He will now.
And then so he thought, they must be bongos. Stu was drums. So he went and pulled his taxi up. Went out to get it. They heard this groaning in these nettles over this dry stone wall. Sure enough, there's Stu. He stood on the wall. Needed to call for nature. And had a little wee, and then he fell over, still with his guitar on his back.
And a broken nose.
Ardale on Stu is a top man.
Rock and roll
These two
lifestyle.
aren't the only ones who end up injured.
No.
No.
It seems that this bad luck streak follows your band around.
It does. I think we're a bit too wild for his own good, aren't we? I've fallen off a horse drunk at a gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, broke my wrist.
I've never injured myself.
I know.
No.
You
Well,
just break,
Lieutenant, I'm going to
yeah.
crack you.
Yeah, you're going to give me an hiding actually.
You just broke your cajon on stage.
I did break my cajon and with it my heart because it was such a lovely instrument.